Good morning, babes. I just finished making up the bed and doing my skincare. I've been doing Pilates lately, you guys, and I really find I notice a difference in my stomach mostly. Like, I feel like it really tones you. So I've been doing Pilates, and that's why I haven't tanned my body, because I don't want to sweat and like get it tanned, you know what I mean? But on my face, I always have my face tan because honestly I'm always in like my crew necks, but I need my face tan so that I don't wear any makeup. That's why I love it. But look how tanned my face is compared to my hands. Like, it is such a nice glow, you guys, and this tanner gives you like instant tan. And it's not sponsored, I just have a link and code with them, so if you guys want to purchase it, it is down below. I'm loving the tanner. So let's unpack some groceries I got. I have some collard greens because I have one more, no, I actually have two shitties inside of mine. I've just been on a Culver's kick, and I just know it's so healthy for me. Like, literally most of this entire bunch goes into that soup, and I eat it all week long. So by the end of the week, I'm eating this massive, I'm eating this bush right here. Watch yourself, ain't nobody eating no goddamn bush. Watch yourself. Some feta cheese. Got some pita because I'm actually defrosting some chicken. I'm gonna be making some Greek pitas. Y'all better watch yourself. I got some, how do you say this properly? Prosciutto. My dad also gave me some cheese at Easter. So I'm gonna be having bread, butter, and some prosciutto, and it's, oh my god, it's so good. Then I've been making Nyla's food at home, so I'm like, don't look at me, girl. I've been making Nyla's food at home, and I've been mixing it with her kibble to kind of like waste what's there. But this is ground turkey. I add some veggies. I add whatever she is able to eat that I have in my fridge. I'll add a little bit of that spinach. I'll add a little bit of egg. And it's really good for them, honestly, because I feel like how much nutrition could they possibly be getting from the kibble? Like, can we just be real for a second? I also got some grape tomatoes, got some black peppercorns. I love my black pepper, so I need to have that. Then I got a bag of, whenever they do have organic stuff, I told you guys I will be purchasing organic. This is organic roasted garlic tomato sauce. And tomatoes are one of the main fruits that you should be buying organic. And then I got some organic 2% milk. I normally get the grass-fed. It said that there were so many in stock, but he said that there was none there, so I ended up getting this, which is fine. I'll either do grass-fed or I will do organic. But the only time I have my oat milk now, you guys, is literally at Starbucks. And I try not to have that drink every single day, but it's so good. Then I got some mini peppers, mini organic peppers. This is gonna go inside the Greek salad. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I got the feta. I think that this is so cool that it's already kind of like shredded because I can just sprinkle it. Then we got some mini organic cucumbers for some salad as well. Lemons, I always have to have lemons. I think, lemons I don't buy organic because unless you're using the actual peel, yes, you should buy organic. It is on the Dirty Dozen. I don't know if it's on the Dirty Dozen, but there are pesticides on the skin. But if you're only juicing it, it says there's like way less that gets from the skin into the inside of the lemon. That's what I've read when I've done my research. So I try to not buy organic when I don't really need to. And then I got some tzatziki for my Greek pitas I'm going to be doing. And then of course, y'all already know we need some Calamata olives. I love that Greek dressing by Kraft, the one that's like the lower calorie one. But there's like canola and sunflower oil in there. Not cute, girl. Those oils are so bad for you, and they just cause a lot of inflammation. I also got some organic butter. I've also been getting organic butter or grass-fed. Again, it's kind of the same thing with the milk. I just either get grass-fed or this. I'm not a big butter user, but ever since I've switched, I've been using a lot more of this. Maybe it's because I like to use it at my groceries. I'm not really sure. Whoop. Well, that would have been bad. I would have had olive juice feet. Also, is it just me, or have you guys been noticing that the milk is literally a few days away from expiring? Like, all of them, no matter what grocery store I go to. And someone mentioned it at Easter, and I was like, bro, I thought it was just me. And they're like, no. Literally, it's like, this one says April 15. Because I always look at the back, and there's none that are past April 15, and I'm sorry. There's got to be. I'm dead at these peppers. They're so freaking tiny. Like, stop right now. Oh, there's so much color in that fridge today. I never used to be the type to like organize my fridge, but like it's just so amazing now that I have. And also I showed you guys this hack. I actually laid down a piece of privacy film on top of my counters over here to protect it because the matcha was staining it, and sometimes the coffee gets stained on here too, and it's such a crazy easy hack so that you can avoid getting any stains on your counter. Put it back on here. And then I like to put it on the 3rd setting, which basically warms up your milk. And I let that go while I get my coffee prepped. Were you in the balcony, my love? Yeah, go in the balcony. The weather was so nice in the balcony yesterday. It was almost like surreal. I like to grab a little bit more than that. So I'll do a little bit like of a smaller spoon, and we're ready to go. If I don't see this at the top, like this foaminess, I know my coffee is not going to be right. And if I've put too much milk, I'll just like kind of save it. So I like to taste it first, because like I said, I like to taste the coffee. I love that I can like now put my spoon down and be like, well, I can just wipe the little sheet that I have on top of my counter. That's good. It's perfect amount of sugar, not too sweet, but you still taste. Cállate, pendeja! It never works. Now to leave it. I like to have my coffee. Sometimes I'll like sit down and not have my breakfast right away, and then I will go make my breakfast. All you're gonna need is some bread. I have this rye bread, $1.40 for 2 slices. I'm gonna start with 1 slice right now because I feel like I definitely know that I overate yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, so I still had like Easter leftovers and stuff like that. This is the cheese my dad gave me. Every time I leave my parents, like I have to take something home. It's like, would you like our fridge? Would you like our microwave? Would you like some cheese? Would you like some meat? Would you like some pumpsticks? Would you like some beef? Would you like some? I'm like, Lord Jesus, I will take some cheese. And I'm not gonna lie to you, a part of me was like, Steph, are you even going to, like, are you gonna eat that? And sometimes I want to take stuff just to freaking take it because I feel bad. Like, he genuinely wants to give me something. Do you guys like prosciutto, or is it like weird to you? Like when you look at it, like do you think, at first I used to be like, this is raw meat. Like when my dad used to buy it for me when I was younger, I never really fully understood until he's like, you know it's raw, right? I'm like, listen here, we are meat eaters. 3 slices of that, which it says is 80 calories. Our cheese, which is a Portuguese cheese. I'm actually just gonna have that little piece that he gave me. And I honestly don't like a lot of cheese, so I like to cut like a very skinny slither. This I kind of have to like, I mean cheese, they're fairly pretty much the same calories. So you kind of just have to like, I don't know, you can look up Portuguese cheese and you could measure that. But I kind of know by eye. Ooh, that one smells good actually. I like to rotate this because it's so big. And I like to do a little bit on the other side too. And the only thing with having butter in like a bar like this, because I am fairly new to having butter like this, is that you do have to like wait for it to melt. So you have to remember to like remove it from the fridge. Or if I'm cooking bacon or something, I will leave it by the side of the pan so that it can slowly like get a little bit warmer so that it's easy. But actually this was not bad because I had this sitting out. This is a really good kind of like mix up breakfast, going away from kind of the traditional bacon and eggs that I always love to have. I love that breakfast, but sometimes I just want something a little bit more simple like this. But it is so good, you guys. Try it out at home. This is a little bit more of a European type of breakfast. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat this up right now. Okay, we're done with breakfast, you guys. I got on my little workout outfit. We're gonna be doing a little Pilates. I did a little bit of research and I just personally found that taking your vitamins before your workout is more beneficial than after. Maybe everybody's a little bit different, but I do feel like it gives me that extra boost of energy too. I'm feeding my body all those nutrients and all those vitamins before I'm about to work out, so my body has them. So I don't know, personally for me, I like to take them beforehand. I have been taking Seed for 2 months, you guys, and I really wanted to test it out because of course, when it comes to things like this, I never want to suggest anything to you guys or recommend anything to you or claim anything unless I have tried them myself for a while. I have a lot of issues with my gut. I do suffer from a lot of bloating as well, and my bowel movements were not the best. And I feel like I have seen such a big improvement and my body just feels so good. I'm so excited to share that Seed has actually sponsored a portion of today's video, and I get to share with you guys the Synbiotic that I'm taking from them. It is the DS01 Daily Synbiotic. If you're not familiar with the Synbiotic, it's basically a probiotic and prebiotic into one, which makes it super convenient. So in your first month, you guys will get this glass container with all of your capsules inside of it, and you'll also get this little guy over here, which is absolutely perfect for traveling, or if you forgot to take it, it's really good to have some inside of your purse. And after your first month, you guys will actually receive refills in sachets. It's just more sustainable, it's way better for the environment, and you get to reuse your glass bottle. I found that this really helped to support and ease my bloating a lot. I felt like my bloating was just getting in the way of so many things, especially my confidence. I feel a lot better moving around, eating whatever it is that I want to eat. I felt like every little thing I would get so bloated for. I honestly almost gave up taking probiotics. I did have a lot of bowel movement issues from before, whereas now I just feel like it's a lot more easy. So there are 24 probiotic strains in here that are clinically and scientifically backed, you guys, inside of their Daily Synbiotic, and there is 53.6 billion AFU in the 24 strains. So the 24 strains in here, you guys, are not only for your gut health, but they're also super healthy to keep your skin really nice and healthy and your heart healthy. They also support immune response and function as well, so that is a lot of benefits in 2 capsules that you take daily. Your outer capsules acting like a barrier towards oxygen, heat, and moisture. You want to make sure that that bacteria, you guys, stays alive until it gets to your gut, so that once you do take it, everything gets to your gut and you still have live bacteria that will give you all of the health benefits from the product. If you guys want to try out Seed, make sure you use my code Macedo at checkout for 30% off your very first month supply of Seed's DS01 Daily Synbiotic. You guys will save a ton of money by using that code. If you've been thinking about them, this is definitely time to try them out. So again, make sure you guys use my code to save 30% off your first month supply. I definitely recommend them. You guys have actually recommended me to try them out after I complained about my bloating. Again, thank you so much to Seed for sponsoring a portion of today's video. So I'm gonna get started right now with my little Pilates workout. Pilates honestly has been making me feel really, really good, you guys. I feel like it's great for toning up your body. I definitely see the definition in my stomach, and I'm kind of like a little bit overweight now because of Easter, so I'm still holding on to that weight of like overeating those 2 days, but you can see the definition though, you know. And I feel like Pilates is one of those workouts where you don't feel like, oh god, I gotta do Pilates now. Like, it's not the same as weightlifting and like cardio and HIIT workouts and stuff like that. I feel like it's really like easing to the mind, but you know you're still getting a very good workout. And yes, even though you're sweating and it can be very difficult, it's also not this like super like fast like moving workout, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stretching and moving the body. It's like, I don't know, I just find it like super therapeutic. So Pilates is 1000% something you can do at home. You can do a really good Pilates workout without any freaking equipment whatsoever, but you can also combine some equipment at home too. So you guys, I'm dead. I forgot to take my other vitamin. Okay, I'm gonna take those, but I wanted to show you guys what I use, like the equipment that I honestly use at home. I've been using the ab roller a lot. You'll notice that Pilates is a lot, I hope I'm not screaming because I have my AirPod. I feel like I'm like, the ab roller, you'll notice that with Pilates, it's very ab focused on like strengthening your core. Yeah, you'll definitely see a difference in your core. You do have to have a lower, like a certain amount of body fat to start seeing core improvement though. If your fat is too high in your body and you have a lot of it in the front of your stomach, it's going to take a while for the tone to show. That's just a fact. It's just science. So because my fat is lowered, that's why I'm able to see, you know what I'm saying? But if I was heavier, I'd be like, oh, where is the definition? Well, it takes time, you know. And then I just have 2 10-pound weights Doesn't seem like a lot, but you can do a lot with these. It's not just lifting, it's putting these on the floor and lifting it this way while you're laying down. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do with very basic equipment. But yeah, this is literally what I'm using today. It's not that hard. Like, a lot of these things you can just keep reusing and like reinventing them and doing different workouts. So don't feel like you have to buy so much different equipment. It's not necessary. Save your coin, girl. Okay, let's get this thing marinated. Putting some avocado oil at the bottom. Salt. I'm in my robe again because I just tanned. I feel like half of this freaking video I'm in my robe. Lemon juice. Like, best thing ever. Oh my god, the other day I got it in my freaking eye. Black pepper. It's so easy to buy marinades because you want it to be quick and easy. There are a lot of additives that you kind of don't want to be eating too, so I get the convenience, but at the end of the day there's nothing like making your own. I have some chicken salt here from HelloFresh. I'm not going to use a lot, I'm just going to use a little bit. Paprika. I love the smokiness that paprika gives to chicken. There's some thyme. I don't have fresh, but this is dried. Oregano. It's 1 o'clock. So I might just have a small little snack. I might make the salad and have some of the salad. A bit of water to this because I want to get the chicken really nicely coated, but that's what our marinade looks like. Like, girl, so good. I am going to be cutting it into pieces. Okay guys, so I have chopped up the chicken and then tossed it in. I did add more of the herbs so that we can get more of that flavor, but look how good this looks. So we're gonna let this sit and I'm gonna prepare the salad. So we're gonna get started chopping the cucumber. Why are they the shape of a square? You can cut them, like you could have cut them in half. I'll do the next one like that. But I'm just thinking for inside the pita, maybe that'll be a better idea. Then we're gonna grab some pepper. I'm just gonna, and then slice one more. Add that in there, and then the way I cut the tomatoes is pretty easy, just straight in half. So we've added a decent amount of everything in there. I like to try to make it like even. I'm gonna add in my Kalamata olives. I'm okay if juice gets in there because it tastes really good. We're gonna add in our cheese. Give it a nice toss. And lastly, I'm gonna cut up some red onion to go inside of here. Thank God I have just the right amount. Avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil, a good tablespoon. Salt, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I do like my sauce a little creamy, so I am going to be adding in this creamy Caesar that's also made with avocado oil. It's a lot more of a cleaner dressing. Oregano, garlic, black pepper. Want to give this a nice little quick stir. You're gonna add some water in here. Pop back on, make sure it's closed. We give it a nice good shake, and then you can taste test it, but that's your homemade Greek dressing. But this is gonna be my little snack, and I'm gonna put it over top. It honestly, like, I feel like it doesn't need it. But so here's a little hack, you guys. If you don't have, they didn't have the pitas in stock where they're like pockets where you can easily open them up. This one, the more I tried to open it up as it was whole or even as a half, it would just rip. So if you cut them into quarters, they're way more easy to like separate, and then I just stack them. So there's 2 here and 2 here. Still having 1 pita. Keeps everything nice together. You still have sort of some sort of pocket, you know what I mean? We're going to grab some tzatziki. I love tzatziki, it's like my favorite thing ever. We're gonna spread some at the bottom, and then we're also gonna spread some at the top over here. Now we have our chicken inside of here, so you want to just have it like a flat sheet, like don't make it like a mountain. You want it to lay flat so that everything can fit inside of there. You're gonna grab some of your salad. You want to like drain any kind of liquids. Very, I would say, like on the lower side in terms of calories for a lunch meal. They literally just like fold over. So quick and easy, so simple. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner quite yet because right now I'm just thinking about lunch and I'm starving. But I'll show you guys what I end up having. Okay, so it's 7:10 right now. I actually ordered dinner because I was doing a bunch of work, and then I looked at the time and I still couldn't think of what I was going to make. And honestly, I just feel so tired. I've been like filming nonstop. I've been editing content and also filming this. I felt like it was actually the perfect opportunity for me to show you guys what I get when I am getting takeout. even though I'm on a deficit. So I ended up getting Thai food. I don't know how to pronounce this chicken, but let me look it up right now.
Szechuan.
Okay, so I ordered Szechuan chicken. I didn't know how to pronounce it, so I didn't want to like butcher that name. I got a side of rice. Sometimes with takeout, you guys, you could also save by not ordering the rice. And the other good thing about this is that this will last me till tomorrow. There's no way that this is going to be my entire lunch. Sorry, dinner. So, ooh, this looks good. Apparently this is hella spicy because it has, ooh, look at that. Oh my god, okay. Okay, this looks so fire. So these chilies, I might have to remove them while I'm eating it because I think it's, I mean, I want to devour them because they look so freaking good. But yeah, this is what I ordered with a side of rice. I'm going to put it in the plate and show you guys what it looks like. The downsides to ordering takeout when you're on a deficit is, one, you don't know how much oil they're putting. So what I like to do is whatever I think it is, I like to add a little bit more to it, you know what I mean? And I can also tell like before bed, if I still have room and I'm feeling kind of hungry, that I estimated pretty good because I always have that feeling before bed. But try to just add like that extra oil calories if you can, because I mean, they're not using the oils you're using at home. But that's the other thing, is that they're using the oils that are, you know, super, like they make us super inflamed and stuff like that. So I get super bloated sometimes when I eat this stuff because, again, it's the type of oil that they're using. I don't like to do this too often, and then when I do, I don't like to get a lot of like fast food stuff like fries and burgers. I rather do my typical thing with like meat, veggies, and rice. I just like to do that. But it's life. Sometimes it does call for you to order something. Look how good this looks. I put a little bit of the sauce on top of the rice, but I've excluded the chilies because I feel like if I have those, I might die before I head to bed. So this is making me want to get all the groceries to make this because I do love cooking, but like I said, sometimes you just have to order a takeout. It is what it is, but there are definitely like better options. I'm not saying this is the most healthiest, but I'm saying this is, to me, way better than having a bunch of fries and fried food. You know what I mean? Like me and my sisters were actually talking about this. Like, we're such rice people. Like, we're not potato type of people. In our house, we always had to have rice in stock in our freaking like kitchen because it was just a must. There's a kick there, but it's also in kind of like a sauce that's sweet. So it's sweet and spicy. Very good. That's basically it for the video, you guys. I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit more of a vlog style, kind of like what eating today. A little bit more casual, but at the same time very similar to my regular what eating days. And don't forget, you guys, make sure you use my code Macedo at checkout to get 30% off your very first month supply of Seeds DS01 Daily Synbiotic. If you guys are looking for a daily symbiotic, I definitely recommend that one. It is super important to keep your gut health like super healthy. So make sure you guys do that. It takes off a good chunk of money off if you guys use my code. So make sure you guys check it out down below in my description box. If you guys want to subscribe, make sure you do. Click the bell to get notified for all of my posts, my shorts, and also any of my brand new videos. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, it is at Macedo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video.